Looks like we got a hold against
holding.
the Tigers. So we'll take that.
Yeah, that's big.
And that's really nice there. So
Oh, yeah.
the big story of the night is the Cuero Gobblers are just getting blasted in Columbus, 44-17,
Wow.
which was just absolutely. I mean, we all know Columbus is a pretty good
Yeah, I was
football
going to say,
team.
Columbus is a really good football team.
But
Cuero, yeah.
Cuero, usually just kind of reloads, and for them to be really getting blown out at this point is a little shocking.
Yeah, no, that's a surprising score for sure. Cuero's usually a very competitive team, no matter who they're pretty much playing.
So that's going to bring up 1st and 17 from their own 37, or if the Panther 37-yard line. He's going to scramble out to his right. Coronado, he's going to dump it. He's got a receiver. He's got a first down. And inside the 10-yard line with the catch and the reception, who is that? Number 18 again. 18 and 19 have been the workhorses. That was Wheeler Lorenzo. And
good head.
Say, Garrett, you know this, right? If you can have a D tackle, a linebacker, and a safety straight up the middle of the field, that's the core of your defense.
Yeah.
And if you don't have to run to the outside,
yeah, no,
and you can get 7, 8, 9 yards a chunk. That's. I mean, you love that as an offense.
Oh yeah. I
right?
mean, I think Floresville's offensive line right now is starting to get. They're getting comfortable and they're starting to move our
Right.
D line a little too much, a little more than we would like to see. And then it's just like that's pushing us back into our linebackers, where our linebackers aren't able to fill the gaps or fill the gaps to make the plays. So right now it's a little I believe they had it third down last play. I don't even know how we were on third. I don't remember how we got to third down. Anyways.
Well, yeah. At the end of the day, this is the next play is going to be a really big
this
play.
Is a big play right here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so, and you can't blame Floresville. They've had a ton of success. I think that's the first time the Panthers have really stopped them up the middle all in the entire second half.
Yeah, no,
so what do you do here, Garrett?
What
if you're Floresville?
Oh man, I still think you can. I don't know if you attack the inside here. I would run the ball, but try to get a little more off tackle, because I think Navarro's going to.
Right.
They're going to crowd up. They're going to be in the inside. If you could just get slightly off tackle, you might have a chance. I mean, that's kind of what I would think here. I'm very impressed with this Floresville offense the second half so far. I mean, they came out clicking almost.
Yeah, I mean, they started. Okay, so they've started the first drive. They went 53 yards and scored a 4-yard touchdown run. They started this one at their own 38, and they're knocking at the door at the 1.
Oh yeah, so they're moving the ball.
And like I said, a lot of it has not been passing the football. A lot of it's been running it right up the middle. So here we go.
Big play here.
Huge play to start the fourth quarter. The Panthers up 20-14, but Floresville here can really they can tie the game and then go up with an extra point or 2-point conversion. Absolutely huge play there.
There it is.
The Panthers stopped them. I'm not sure what Floresville was doing. The smallest guy on the field they got running the football, their quarterback. And so the Panthers stopped them inside the 10 for the third time.
Yeah, third stop inside the 10. The Panthers survived without Floresville. Yeah, I don't know about the play call there. I mean, on Floresville's part, I mean, I wouldn't have ran your quarterback right up the middle in that situation. I understand getting an extra blocker from the running back, but no. I would have tried to go a little more off tackle or
19 and 32 of just
they've been your workhorses.
Yeah,
pounded in or your big runners and
so so the Panthers take over on their own 2-yard line, so he actually loses a yard, and so Navarro got 98 yards, and you know what? They got some big backs, so Floresville. Let's see if that was kind of it for them. Floresville sells out though. Minimal gain there for the Panthers, just to get some.
You talk about a long. If you're a Panther fan right now, you want a long, sustained drive.
Yeah.
Eat up as much clock as possible.
Right.
Keep the ball in your offensive hands. and keep Floresville's offense off the field as long as possible. That's the goal. Get some points for sure. I mean, you want some points. All points are good points.
Yeah, and on the flip side, if you're Floresville, hang on, they hand it off, selling out. That's Guerra, and Guerra's close out to about the 10-yard line. That's going to be about 3.
Number 6, Caden Thompson.
Caden Thompson with the tackle, and but I think on the flip side, if you're Floresville, if I'm the Floresville coach, I'm selling out on run blitzes left and right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, you're expecting Navarro to take their time, run the ball.
Yeah.
A lot of you'll see a lot of
dare him to throw
running.
the football.
Oh
right?
yeah, dare him to throw, dare him to go something out of the ordinary.
So they hand it off. That's Cohen Blunt, and Cohen Blunt's going to have the first down out across the 15 yard line. And that is huge. Huge. You love to see that first down. And with 10:42 and ticking on the clock, the Panthers. You know, the hardest thing to do is pick up that first down, right? And once you get that,
once you get the first down,
that first one, it's like, all right.
Big thing is stay ahead of the chains. Just keep it going.
So Helford's going to throw. He's got a receiver.
Oh,
wait a minute. No, he's got pressure. He throws it, and he throws it out of bounds. It looks like there's a yellow hanky in. Yeah, it's a hold. It's Navarro. And that was almost about the worst thing you could see if you're.
I just said, stay ahead of the chains.
Stay ahead of the chains. You called it. And
it looked like he got our Floresville's defense on.
Yeah,
got him in the face or got our quarterback in the face. That's what I thought they were calling that too, but.
And it looked like Garrett. He had a couple receivers that were open. That's the frustrating part about the whole thing, because Helford, he seems to really avoid pressure well.
Yeah. I think that was the first time tonight where Floresville's actually gotten some decent pressure on him.
Illegal man downfield called against.
Illegal man downfield. Okay, that's what it was. It was not a hold. It was legal man downfield. They hand off up the middle. Oh, he's gone.
He's gone.
He's gone.
Beautiful play.
I'm not sure who that is. I'll get a number here as he runs right by me. It looks like Dylan Trotty. That is Trotty. And Trotty is going to run, and that's going to be a touchdown Panthers. And that's probably going to seal it here for the Panthers.
That's a big play right there.
They're huge turn of events right there. I mean, you hold them inside the 10-yard line. They were at the 1, went for it for 4th, and a very questionable football or play call from the 1-yard line.
I wouldn't even pick their camera, students on the camera out.
Oh man, yeah, beautiful play fake there from the Panthers offense. I barely saw him get the ball, and then he was gone.
Trotty showing off his speed there.
That's one of them.
And again,
man.
the Panthers go for 2, and they roll. And he's in for the 2-point conversion, which is going to give him a 2-touchdown lead.
That's big. Yeah, getting the past two-point conversions puts you back to where you want to be. Exactly. Yeah, 14-point lead right now. Now you, as a Panther fan, that was good. That was a successful, man. You talk about a great goal line stop there, and then turn around. You get a penalty, doesn't matter. Go down, get a big play, score. Now you're 2 scores up. I mean, that's huge. It's exciting stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, hey, first game of the year. I mean, you're on the ropes. They're on your 1-yard line, about to probably take the lead. Tie up the game with a touchdown with an extra point conversion, right? And then next thing you know, I don't agree with but I'm not a Tiger fan either, so I'm happy with the play call. But yeah, you pound them, you pound our defense, and then you run probably the smallest kid on the field up the middle, and so. Good for the Panthers. Nice play. Great blocking there for the Panthers to spring Trotty. And next thing you know, we're up by 2 touchdowns. So
Awesome stuff.
Yeah, going from a tie football game or down by 1 to 2-touchdown lead. We will take it. And here we go with Soto on the kickoff.
Back eight for receive number 1, Keith De Laurentiis,
And he does onside it. And the Tigers do jump on it. Tiger football right at the 50-yard line. I'm not sure why we're onside it.
I was thinking the same thing. I'm like, why would you not try to get that one a little further
Yeah,
back,
I mean, they got it. One big play, and then it's a one-score game
Yeah, it's on
again.
there. Yeah,
so
it's on
that's deep,
And
down
the way
around
this Floresville's offense is kind of connecting right now.
Right.
I mean, I wouldn't want to give them I wouldn't want to give them this kind of field position.
Yeah, I do not like that. I don't know who's calling the special teams for the Panthers, but coaches, I don't like that call.
No, I'm with you on that one.
yeah. Let's kick the ball deep and pin them deep. Make them earn the 30 more yards. So they run it up the middle. The number 19 again. He is bumbling, and he is man.
Hard running though.
Yeah,
really
hard
running.
I mean, Chase Schultz, the junior, which will be back next year. He is a big boy, and it makes you wonder why they didn't run him at the 1-yard line. So,
that's a good point.
Yeah, but 2nd and 1, and pass is knocked down, incomplete. So, good play there by the Panthers to get their paws.
Good work there.
Gotta love that. That might have been Ledesma, the big sophomore coming off the field, getting his paws up there and knocking that one down. So
looks like it's gonna bring up 3rd and 1.
3rd and 1, and you got to think you're down by 2 touchdowns, and he runs it up the middle. He's got that easy first down. He's not hit till he picks up about 4.
22, Brandon Galini.
Good push from Floresville's offensive line there for sure. That was he didn't get touched till he was beyond the marker, beyond the first down. Let's see, the Panthers defense, big stop here. Falls on the ground.
And he falls down.
Wow, that's big.
Yeah, bad snap. Quarterback there.
Snap recovered by the
Coronado tries to pick it up, but he trips over his own feet and he loses about 5. So.
Yeah, no, I mean that brings up 2nd and 15 right now. As good as the penalty, so or even better. But that really helps the Panthers defense.
Absolutely.
Now they're probably gonna have to go to the air.
2nd and 14. So he throws it. He's got a receiver, but he throws a little bit behind him. He was open.
He had a receiver, behind him.
Yeah, number 18. Looks like the playmakers again for the number 18, number 19 have been kind of the theme all night there for the Tigers. And number 18, now that he's split to our side, he's a big, tall kid.
Yeah, he's definitely got a good size. I mean, he's a tall kid for sure.
Now he rolls to the right. He throws deep. He does the look for number 18. And that is number 15 there for the. That's
nearly intercepted by
Manson
number 15,
Harris on the coverage. And
good coverage. I mean,
good coverage.
On the play.
There is a flag, but Manson had great coverage. We got a hold against Floresville, and they decline it. And the Panthers, it will be bring up 4th now, in 4th and 14 for the Tigers with 8:37 left in the football game. It's 28-14. Your Panthers are up here at Irwin Lee Field. Snap is back. He's got a lot of pressure, and he's just going to have to dump it, and that is it. Wait a minute.
That's against.
And that's going to be
against them.
Yeah, that's going to be against the big boy Tiger, number 75, which is one of their big stud offensive linemen. Torres. He'd had enough, and that's going to be. That might seal it there with 8:25 left, up by 2 touchdowns.
Man, that was a big stop for the Panthers. Panthers were able to get pressure on that play, which is exactly what you needed. I mean, it was a longer developing play. He had to throw the ball down the field, and Panthers were right there in his face. I mean, that was beautiful work from the defense there.
Absolutely, and we haven't seen a ton of pressure from the Panthers tonight, but that was timely, right?
Mm-hmm.
That was perfect.
Take what you can get, that's for sure. And that's the time you want pressure, and you got it.
Absolutely.
So we'll see what the Panthers can do here. I mean, just like the last drive, except maybe take a little bit more time, take some time off the clock.
So I do
down
have
the
a
field.
little bit of time here. I'm going to jump into last night, sub-varsity. Floresville got the better of the Panthers last night, both in freshmen. The freshmen lost as well as the JV. The JV lost on the last minute of the game. They went for 2, but ended up not making it, lost 28-27.
Panthers take over on downs at
And
the Floresville 44.
I'll also mention the Navarro volleyball team. The Navarro volleyball team is on a hot streak. They are right now in the Seguin tournament. And as the Panthers take that for a nice first down.
Beautiful game there.
But the Navarro girls volleyball team is on a hot streak right now. They've won 6 games in the last 2 days in Seguin.
Oh,
And
awesome.
they're a current record of 16-9. They'll play Floresville in the morning.
Oh,
Helford under center.
convenient.
He keeps it. He's got to follow, and quite convenient, right? Playing Floresville, and we played Floresville in tennis. And we'll get to that here in a minute. Last night, and we won that. So a dogfight. But yeah, the volleyball team has done quite well the past couple days, and so a shout out to them. And we look forward to possibly really, we're in the winners bracket, winning the whole thing in Seguin. There's a handoff there to the left side. That looks like it was Mason Harvey.
Yeah.
37 Mason Harvey on the carry.
Picks up a there. But yeah, go volleyball. Switching over to tennis. The tennis team is 6-0, 3-0 in district. Had a dogfight last night with Floresville and picks up a big district win to keep their district championship alive. With several to go, 5 matches to go, but huge win last night. Shout out to some of the girls that fought. Bigelow had a great match. I know she won singles, and man, all the Navarro girls and guys, including Cohen Blunt, who's out on the field tonight.
Awesome.
They were down quite a bit, and then they fought and really managed to fight back and get a nice victory. So shout out to the tennis team, and last but not least, shout out to the cross country team. This cross country team has been off to Coach Magin and his crew as the Panthers. That's Benish running it off the left side, chewing up clock here. 6
Beautiful drive so far for the Panthers. Taking
Just-
their time.
yeah,
just grinding
what
it
you
out,
wanna
man.
see, right?
Oh, yeah.
Developing cohesiveness with your offensive line.
Oh, yeah. This is how the Navarro Panthers finish their games.
There
Or
we
this is
go.
how you like to see them finish their games.
That's
for
right.
sure.
That's right. Especially here in the beginning. But yeah,
Mhm.
great. Off to a great start. Ethan Liu leading the boys' side of the cross country team, and Lilia Flo and Maddie Gillum and Chaser Sturm there for the girls, leading the girls' side of the cross country team. But shout out to all of them. All the sports, tennis, cross country, volleyball are all out to great starts into their season, as well as it looks like the Navarro Panthers are going to bring home their first victory tonight here on the football field here with 5:17 left.
Yeah,
and
gotta love the fall sports. A lot of excitement going around for Navarro. It sounds like. Sounds like a lot of these programs are doing really well. Which get
Gotta
out
love
there, get involved in the community. And support your Navarro Panthers.
Yeah, absolutely. Come out and watch. That's Trotty again, and Trotty, man, see a different tick with Trotty.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, he's just got that
And
quickness that, like you know as well.
Yeah.
You get past that first wave, and bam! I mean, you get into that second level, as they call it, or third level.
Yeah, I really like his vision and everything. It seems like he's quick, and as soon as he sees the lane, as soon as he sees where he needs to go, he's hitting it. And you gotta love a running back with good vision for sure. And it's a huge difference maker. Can't be running up on people all the time. You know, as a running back, you kind of got to avoid getting tackled sometimes.
Helford under center, hands off. That looks like Cohen Blunt off the right side, but the Tiger defense late.
Had a lot of penetration, especially in that gap, you know, and so I think they were kind of ready for that one, which is fine, you know, but we'll see. We'll keep working hard, keep getting this offensive line to push. I mean, we got 2 downs to make a first, and then we can hopefully punch it in here soon. But we still got 3rd and 4th down. So
3rd down here, and ball on the 3-yard line. He hands it off Cohen Blunt, and Cohen rumbles, bumbles, stumbles, and he is in for another Navarro. Panthers are going to go up here 34 to 30, ending an extra point, and well on their way to their first victory of the season, which, man, it wasn't very long ago. And like I said, the big play of the night really was the goal line stand on 4th and 1.
Yeah, I think that to me is the biggest play right now, because you're talking going from 21 to 20 to 28 to 14, and so I think that was huge. Big play, turn of events, and we kick up, and we got a field goal.
Yeah, there we go.
Extra point, my fault.
Yeah, extra point, and
nice kick too.
And that is what we've. I know Soto got off to a little bit of a rough start, missed that first one. Maybe a little first game nerves, but boy, he booted that one through. So let's jump into a couple of scores. Smithson Valley Rangers up huge, 45-0. Port Isabel, we're kind of keeping an eye on those guys because they were the team. They made quite a run last year in South, and we could see them in Region 4. They're up 14-6 over Lyford. Yeah, that's right.
I don't know if I've ever heard that one, but yeah.
Right. Llano up big over Lytle, 40-0. Let's see what we got here. Well, it's still showing, and maybe I need to get an update. I'm gonna close that out and see. It doesn't look like maybe those scores are updated, so we will see, Garrett.
We have
what
the scores on the screen updated by a student.
So let's pull that back up.
We do have them on the screen for the district scores.
Yoakum up. Yoakum actually beats Port Lavaca Calhoun 41-32.
Goes out of bounds.
Over there.
We
Yeah.
are on the internet.
Rockport up 42-38 over Orange Grove. Man, Columbus has just put it on, and it looks like it's a final over Cuero, 65-24. Man, that's gotta shock the Gobbler Nation down there, which is not hurting our feelings much.
True that. Yeah.
Waco La Vega is up. They won 45-15, and it looks to be there's a penalty there, and they're going to mark that off against the Panthers.
Yeah, we kicked it out of bounds. So
Davenport Wolves, they won tonight 32-15 over San Antonio Veterans. Alamo Heights with the victory. Gerald comes back and wins over Giddings 20-14.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah. And this is a little bit of a shocker. Laga Vista, which should have a really solid football team this year. They won 23-20, or they're winning with 21 seconds left in the game over Burnett. Looks like Gonzales fell tonight by a big margin there, 41-19. San Antonio Central Catholic. Lampasas is up on Fredericksburg, 30-21. Marion looks like they're down to Stockdale, 34-21. So, shotgun formation here, and they throw it out to the right side. Nice tackle there, but Still gets a good game. That's Benish.
Pass complete to number 1.
About a 7-yard gain there
Taken
for the
down by number 10,
Tigers.
Corbin
About
Benish.
3 minutes and change left here in the fourth quarter. Panthers up
In and out,
35-14. Comfortably up 21 points.
Yeah, and I think at this point, Floresville's got to put the ball in the air. Their running game was actually working really good. That was one of their strong suits, I think, of the night. Now they're.
And that was not a bad pass. That was
yeah,
one of the
it's
first
10 for 18.
mistakes there by
Wheeler
number
Lozano goes
18,
incomplete.
the receiver there, incomplete. He hit him in the numbers by Wheeler Lorenzo.
Yeah, in stride, yeah.
So that'll stop the clock. 3rd and 11. Looks like Wimberley takes home the victory here, 46-0 over the Canyon Lake Hawks, who we will see in this stadium here in a couple weeks. Incomplete pass, looks like it's out of bounds on the far side. That'll bring up 4th down for the Tigers.
Lozano goes
Yeah, big there for the Panther defense. I mean, I think now they've got control of this game, and I mean, Floresville's going to go for it here on this 4th and 11. But I mean, if the Panthers get a stop here, they can really take control, run a few plays, get a first down, and come out of here with the victory to start the season.
Sinton Pirates, big lead tonight, 42-8 over Beeville Jones. He throws it on 4th down. It is incomplete on the near sideline. 4th down.
incomplete.
That will be a
Panthers take
turnover on downs there, and the Panthers will get the football back here.
Oh, yeah.
2:41 left here in the football game.
Oh, yeah, no, this is a good spot for the Panthers being right now. I mean, they're in total control, like I said, and now they can run some plays here, get a first down, heck, get some practice in, get some more film out there, and, let's see what we can do. I always believed as a player, the more times you get out on the field, the more opportunity it is for you to get better, as well as, sometimes you got to put some highlights together.
Absolutely.
You're making yourself a nice little highlight reel, so.
Yeah, no doubt.
Got to take advantage of every opportunity you get when you're out there.
So Panthers going to have a chance here to tack on to their lead. Here, 2:41. Left here in the football game, and man, Tyler Chapel Hill putting it on the Jasper Bulldogs, 49-14. Tyler Chapel Hill is a heck of a program, but Jasper last year was a lot of really good football players as well, so that's a little surprising. Cibolo Steel just putting it on Liberty Hill, big time. The Unicorns out of New Braunfels, they are up 48-0. And Lavernia Bears play San Antonio Burbank tomorrow.
Oh, good run there.
Nice run there by the Panthers.
Colorado
Kenaway. Looks like the Panthers have put in quite a few of their backups.
Yeah, I believe we're
Now
going
in
to second
quarterback
string in there
for
now.
Severo,
It's great,
number
give them an
13,
opportunity to get some game time, play time in, man. Have some fun with it.
Absolutely.
Oh, fumble snap.
Fumble snap, and that is
Fumble on a snap recovered by the Panthers.
which is Hudson Jenner in at quarterback now. He's the 3rd string quarterback, so big kid, big tall Big tall kid. Panthers. Jenner under center. He hands it off this time back out to the right side. That's Chambers.
Chambers.
Number 4. Nice little pickup
And
there.
on stop number 46, Nathaniel Saldana.
Yeah, good little offensive run there. Now we get to see some of these. It's nice. We get to see some of these players that haven't got to play today. See how they're looking start the season. And so yeah, no, this is a huge. I think this was a good game. It was a big game for the Panthers. I mean, they faced a lot of adversity here. They had some challenges. They had some setbacks, and not everything went perfect. But at the end of the day, they took control when they needed to.
Well, that's a handoff there to number 45. That's the sophomore, Tyler Risky.
Mm-hmm.
Big boy for a sophomore. Takes the handoff. There from the fullback position.
Yeah. Clock's winding down here. Oh, was that fourth? Oh, they're giving them the first down. Yeah, so it was fourth down.
Fourth down. Panthers get the first down. We're inside a minute here, and that's gonna about do it.
I think that'll about do it. I don't even know if they need to.
Home opener here for the Navarro Panthers.
Oh, there
and he is going to kneel it. Jenner with the kneel.
Panthers taking
and
knee.
there we go. That should
next
do it.
week, the Panthers will be on the road taking on Antonian.
So Antonio
and
Prep
2 weeks we'll be right back here to take on the Canyon Lake Hawks.
Next game at Antonio Prep. We will have that live. Pregame probably at 7.
Yep.
Kickoff at 7:30 next week. We're going to chat a little bit here to end this one. We're going to probably bring in Scott Kibbe for some final stats.
We do have highlights, too.
Oh, and we got highlights.
Oh, we got highlights. Okay.
New feature of the Navarro Panther Network.
Defeating the
Nice.
Floresville Tigers 35-14. Everyone, please have
that
a safe
is
trip
the
home and
final.
good night.
So the final tonight here from Geronimo, Texas is your Panthers 35, the Floresville Tigers 14, and big victory here in game one, home opener for the 2024 Navarro Panthers.
Oh, I think this was a huge game and a great statement for the Panthers. Like I said, a lot of adversity. Not everything went their way. Not everything was the prettiest. There was times where we didn't look great, but we stuck in it. We played hard, and we were able to come out where we took control of the game when we needed to, and we won it like the Panthers should. Taking their time, driving the ball down the field, and succeeding. So
absolutely, and
getting points on the board.
Yeah, and that's the thing is it got a little hairy there for a little bit, and we weren't sure exactly if it was gonna be a really tight football game.
Oh yeah, no, I mean I think a couple plays being a little different, we would be talking a whole lot different football game, down to the wire.
Right, I mean, the big thing is obviously that Floresville, they're a young football team. They got a new coach. They're learning probably a new system.
Yeah.
From what they've been running in the past. They got a sophomore quarterback. They were down inside the 10 3 times, Gary. 3 times. 2 turnovers inside the 10 and 1, basically at the 1 yard line. And I didn't agree with the play call. But hey, Navarro sold out on the blitz and they made it happen. So, but yeah, that was could have been a very different football game tonight.
I definitely think
but
so.
you give the Panthers credit.
Yeah.
They made the plays inside the 10, and that's the name of the game, right? I mean,
100%. I think this Floresville team, couple things go a little different. They would have been in this game, and I think they're decent. They're a decent football team. I think the score doesn't exactly reflect how good of a team Floresville has the potential to be and how good they are.
Hey,
they're young,
and I agree. I did not expect Floresville to give the Panthers quite the fight that they did.
Yeah,
but
second half drives, they're moving the ball down the field pretty
right.
good.
Yeah, the Panthers got some stuff, and we'll talk a little bit about that. We're waiting right now here to have a little. We do have some highlights, I think.
Yeah, we could go ahead and roll those.
Roll those.
Yeah, I'd say roll the highlights.
Yeah, let's roll the highlights. We can talk about those, and we're waiting on Scott Kibbe to do a little post-game stats. And yeah. Okay, so
Here, we'll show the replays again, and we'll get your commentary on it.
okay.
Here we go.
So
We'll start.
We don't have it.
yeah,
We don't have it up here, dude.
Oh, it doesn't come up there.
yeah, it's frozen on us up here, but that's okay. You can run them, and we'll keep talking. But
Okay, go ahead. And we'll
but
start on
the
the-
other thing that was huge about the long run there to kind of seal the game.
and that's a
Um,
touchdown.
And you got to love that because you know
he rolls and he is in.
the offensive line seemed like they really started to gel there late in the game.
He's got some room, and that's Trotty.
and,
Trotty's a threat. He's
you've
running
got
down, but
that's
that's going to
huge
end the
because
half. This time, Peyton's
the first
gonna
game
roll.
for the
He's rolling
offensive
just right.
line
Floresville, 17 first downs, 27 159 passing four times, just lost one. 6 penalties for 42 yards. Leading the way, Trotty 7 for 118, one touchdown. Blunt 16 for 81, two touchdowns. And Homer 9 for 50. Receivers, worked on 44, Trotty 20.
Well, 358 yards on the ground, 69 yards. I mean, you're over 400 yards of offense, and you score 35 points, and you stop them inside the 10-yard line 3 times.
It was fourth quarter. I mean, you
Yeah.
didn't know how the conditions were going to be on the line. But the huge offense, and of course, the great call to Trotty. I did not. I mean, I don't know where they were hiding this offensively because watching these coverages, I didn't know where the offense was going to come from. And some of the weapons at the backfield that you just hadn't seen. You didn't expect them to be as aggressive as they did today.
Right.
There was about unstoppable like the last 4 possessions. So, I guess still really from the last one. Really,
I think they really came alive in the second half. Really took over and dominated the game.
and I think and the mistakes they did not make the mistakes that they've really played the past couple of years. A couple of penalties, but not the big ones.
That's right.
One turnover that hurt early, but they overcame it. And just helped them look so composed and in charge of this offense. That's probably the most exciting thing about it. In addition to something.
Yeah, and I mean, you got a little. I was a little scared there in the second half. They started, the Floresville started. Started the second half there at their own 47. They went down, they drove it, and scored a touchdown. And then they got the ball back at their own 38, and they drove it down. But man, they were gashing us right up the middle. And I mean, it was just like, man, he wasn't getting touched for 7-8 yards. And so I was, that was a little frightening. That has definitely got to be cleaned up. I don't know what Antonio Prep has as far as, they're private schools, so we don't see them a lot. But that to me would be, a little bit of an alarm for the Panthers on defense, right? And they didn't try to throw a lot of really deep passes against us. So
And when they did, we covered well.
Yeah.
In my opinion. So we
Yeah.
covered really well on the deep ball, which was a good sign.
right,
It was,
right.
It was just really unusual that it was surprising when you look at it. They only scored 14 points for as much as they had the ball, but they had no big plays. I'd have to go back and see what their biggest play from scrimmage was. They got a 28-yard pass down here leading to the second touchdown.
Yeah.
But I can't, for a while, the Panthers, it's a young defense. There's going to be a little bend and not break
Right.
You just got to make the play. You got to make one or two plays on a series can shut the whole thing down.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Well, any final thoughts from
Go ahead. Scott,
yeah,
anything?
Scott? Anything that you? I mean, looking into next week, what would you clean up? What would you kind of really focus on? Getting better at maybe offensive, defensively, something like that.
Well, it's going to depend. It's all personnel each week and who you're playing. Certainly
Yeah.
the defensive line getting off those blocks a little bit better. I think we were taken out of our blitzing tonight that we like to do because you had to watch all those screens
Right.
and had to do something. So maybe they can play a little more characteristic of it next week. But they're going to be people throw screens at us all year. That's one of the ways to work against us. So. You just can, as he will say, keep getting better. This was a good point to start on, and
Absolutely.
week to week, this team could be really good by the time district comes.
Yep.
Yeah. Garrett, what do you
Oh
think?
yeah, no, I mean I agree 100% with Scott. I mean, yeah, you gotta put in the work week in and week out. I think where they're at right now is a really good, solid place for Navarro. I think they showed a lot tonight. They showed, I think, a lot in a way. They showed better than we were kind of expecting, which is a really good sign. And I think just kind of keep building on that. Especially, I think the defensive line, the linebackers hitting the gaps. I mean, that's the kind of stuff we got to get a little bit better at. But that takes time. It takes time for sure. Offensively, I think play calling was good. I think the offensive line was definitely feeling the game better. They were getting better as the game was going on, which is what you love to see. And I do agree with what you said with our quarterback. I mean, I love the way he handled the game, and he did a great job. I don't think he made too many mistakes. I mean, he overthrew maybe a couple passes, but I mean, it was
right.
That's just something to come to expect. I mean, that's just nothing. So I think he did a really good job. He knew when to tuck the ball. He knew when to run it, when to throw it. So very, very, very a lot of hope, a lot of promise, or
Yeah.
a lot of hope.
Yeah,
of potential
absolutely.
left in this team for sure.
Well, and I think from my perspective, you're off. You gotta like what you saw from the offensive line, especially going into the second half, and really when the game was tight, they took over. Yeah. And in the defense, you gotta like what they did inside the 10-yard line when it got to the time where it was put up or shut up. They put up, and they made the stops they needed to make. And then, like you said, the young quarterback is showing promise. And as your dad would say, Hank would always say, your biggest improvement is between week 1 and week 2.
Yeah.
And
there's a lot of truth to that.
So, we'll see. And so, next week, we could be seeing a whole different, I mean, in a better way, Panther football team. And, I personally don't know a lot about Antonio Prep. I'm not sure anyone does at this point, but
they were losing tonight. I know.
Okay.
Pretty a couple touchdowns at least. This is Holy Cross.
okay.
But we'll see.
Well, but Holy Cross is, I mean, they're the holy grail of that. I mean, they're really, really good. So, but yeah, no, it should be. It's great. It's always. I talked a little bit earlier in the broadcast. To Garrett. Navarro in the past 5 years, we haven't had the best opening game. I mean, we've lost a lot of openers in the past about 5 years or so. Not in a row, but last year we won. But before that, I think we lost
3 in a row.
Yeah, 3 in a row
last year.
So
I think one other thing is just they're showing that they're young, but they know how to win.
Yeah,
and that's what you build a little bit of a tradition and
confidence.
You could see Floresville hasn't done that,
right?
And they kind of you start making some mistakes, you start getting a little frustrated, you get out of your game when things go
100%.
against you late.
Yeah.
When you're not used to pulling those games out.
That's right.
So
that's right.
That was a big
I think
key,
that's a big point.
Yeah, and that's very encouraging just to see that's continuing even with all the young players.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
Just a little bit for the.
well, great.
Campbell team,
I appreciate you,
we'll take you down here. In just a
Scott.
moment.
Thank you so much again for coming out.
We'll
33
take you
years.
down here in
You
just
will
a
have an
moment.
article out, Seguin Gazette, on either late tomorrow or Sunday morning, right? Sunday morning paper. So look for that. Always love reading and enjoy that. Garrett, man, love working with you.
Oh yeah, no, this is a great time. Fun time.
Great times. Hank, I don't know if
Putting
we'll
it all
see you
together.
back in the booth or I'll be with
Right.
Garrett.
Yeah,
Either way,
hopefully.
we got a Dieter Cup here
Yeah.
in the booth. So I'm I'm good, and hopefully we
Yeah,
got some of the internet issues worked out. And,
Well,
Yeah, sorry about
we
that.
still got a lot of work to do with that, but I'm live right there with you guys. So, hey, I'm looking for the player of the game.
oh,
And
that's
so,
right.
well,
Player of the game.
I
Player of the
have
game.
one up, and I'm just going to see if you're going to agree with me from what I saw tonight. I'm going to let y'all talk about it real quick. I'll mute you,
Yeah, go ahead. What do
and then we'll talk about it, and we'll come right back.
Okay. All right, so we're back. Player of the game tonight is, and I'll let Garrett take this one, but player of the game,
It's got to go to Trotty. 100%.
Dylan Trotty, the
Dylan
junior,
Trotty.
number 5. Man, I mean,
I think he just made a lot of good big plays when he needed to, and I mean he ran the ball hard every time he touched the ball. He had that burst of speed, that quickness that you love to see, and I mean he was getting positive plays, and yeah, I think he had the touchdown that really changed the momentum of this game and really put the Panthers in a good spot to win this football game. So that's why I think he deserves player of the game.
yeah, that's right. Dylan Trotty is the Navarro Panther Network player of the game, junior. I mean, you said it best. I mean, he's electric when he touches the football, and just the burst of speed, and like I said earlier, you get past that initial wave, and man, you get into that second level, third level, and it's sometimes just making one guy miss, right?
Oh yeah, no,
And
it's deadly.
and so looking for big things here from Dylan. Dylan had 7 rushes for 118 yards and one huge, I think it was 90-plus yards for a touchdown. So, Peyton Helford played a great game.
Yeah,
Colorado Kenaway came away in the first half with a great interception. So, tough decision,
Yeah, tough
right?
decision. I
Tough
was thinking
decision.
about the interception as well in
Yeah.
my mind. I was like, man, that was a big play of the game. I think,
So,
and I did think Peyton, he played an excellent game.
Yeah.
Statistics, I don't know. I mean,
Yeah.
it didn't jump out the page, but I think Scott said it the
he
best.
had 9 rushes for 59 yards, and then he had 69 yards
in the air.
in the air, and but he didn't make any mistakes. And then for a
Yes.
sophomore,
Yes.
you know, that
he didn't
that-
turn over the ball.
that's right. And for his first game on the varsity level, so and so yeah, I love it. But anyways, we're gonna sign off. It's been a great night.
Oh yeah, lots
Garrett,
of fun.
great. Panthers are 1-0, folks.
Yes,
and
sir.
QR code in the bottom right.
yeah, we got a QR code in the bottom right corner of the screen. Appreciate all the donations, and they go to the Navarro Panther Network, the students, and help support this broadcast week in and week out. Not only for football, for all athletic sports here at Navarro, and even our fine arts department. We do a play here a couple times a year as well. So
Yeah, I mean, big shout out to the students.
right.
The students, Hank Dieter,
Yep.
everyone that's involved with the Navarro Panther Network and putting this production together. I mean, obviously the internet issues kind of, wasn't the best thing, but I think if we would have been able to, the production that we were able to put out, the production that we will be putting out in the future is going to be an excellent production team, and it's going to be some really good, exciting things happening for this Navarro Panther organization and community.
Absolutely. So, Panthers 1-0. That's what we love to hear after one game. And great season opener here from Irwin Lee Field here. 2024 Panthers. They win tonight, 35-14 over the Floresville Tigers. My name's Lance Blackburn. I'm going to sign off tonight. We've got Hank Dieter in the production. Garrett Dieter here doing the color tonight. Thank you. Good night and God bless.